All right, so this was my last set of bench press today. Did 8 sets of 4, and I tried to get a good pause here. Hopefully longer than any pause I'll get at a competition just to simulate that environment. And there's the last one, about a 2.5 second pause. All right, everybody. So I just wanted to take a minute and talk about programming because it's something a lot of people ask questions about. How do I program? What program should I follow? A lot of it is learning the way that your body functions. So if you've been training 3 or 4 years on different people's programs, you probably know or could tell what has worked for you and what doesn't work for you, and you can start writing your own. Or you can go to somebody else if you really don't have time or you're not sure what's best for you. Someone else can. A helping hand is always good. So a coach, somebody to write your program is good. But if you want to start to understand it, you look at undulating periodization, which basically in layman's terms means you're changing something as you go, so you're not always doing the same thing. If you write a linear periodization, you can grow, but after a while you're going to cap out and something has to change. So when I first started powerlifting, I ran Mad Cows 5x5 for pretty much 8 consecutive months with a few deloads, and I added almost 200 pounds to my squat. It's crazy effective. I went from a 438 squat to a 556 with more in the tank. I just had a couple form issues, but that's another story for another day. So when you look at periodization and programming, you want to look at changing some things up. So last week, I was running a 3-week speed block on my bench press, and I was using chains. So I was getting up to my top sets were about 70% plus chains. So today I went 75%, and I did 8 sets of 4, which is 32 total repetitions at 75% intensity, or of my 1 rep max is how I do it. Some people use what's called rate of perceived exertion, which is you say, okay, an 8 is I had maybe 2 reps left, but it was very, very difficult. Whereas a 2 is you're not really trying at all. You're still easily doing it. It's all over the internet, but I prefer to do percentages of 1 rep maxes from previous meets. So I went from, and I rounded up just a tiny, tiny bit to 400 pounds from 396. And I did 75% intensity for 8 sets of 4, which is 32 total reps. And that's up from last week where I did 5 sets of 8, 40 total reps at 72.5 or 70%. Just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about programming, and I can make a longer video if it's something you're interested in. Right now, my son is telling me it's time to hang out with him. So I'm going to do that. You guys have a great day, and leave any questions you have in the comments, okay?